Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's Gal. I had a craving to play some Final Fantasy, and after trying out the Final Fantasy VII Remake for a while, I decided I still wanted to actually play some Final Fantasy. So, we're going to go ahead and play a little bit of Final Fantasy IV. I really just wanted to throw a little bit of shade there. I actually think it's fine. Before anybody gets pissed off at that. This video is coming out right after Final Fantasy VII Remake got released. The big relevant point here for me was mostly the fact that it is it's not for me. It's fine. It's not for me. I don't like action combat systems like that. My point remains. I enjoyed Final Fantasy IV. So why not? Okay, these guys are a little bit rough. Just to be clear, the reason I'm doing a little grind here is because the next section of the game we're going to be cut off until we get a chance to deal with some specific enemies, so sure, let's just make this go quick. That was not what I was expecting. The other reason we're doing a little bit of grind right now is because after this section, we're going to be swapping characters again. And I want to take advantage of this while we can. Namely, we're going to lose Sid and therefore the Earth Hammer, which is a solid AoE attack that we can use to do some little bit of grinding against enemies that aren't, you know, flying. Screw you, game. And gained a level. At this point, the main thing I'm actually looking at is levels, as far as this goes. Like, I'm feeling okay on money, and I think we're gonna be getting some good stuff in the next area. We're also about ready to have the game open up a lot once we get through a couple more sections, so I kinda want one more level. That's about where I'm feeling. I'm very confused right now. So these enemies, I remember being on the moon. And they seem to have a ton of hit points. Judging by how they're running away, that actually makes me think of... That was just weird. Okay. I wonder if those guys are one of the ones that have rare drops. I know there's the pink tail in the original that gives you extra adamant ore. Maybe you need to be able to steal to get the heck, seriously? So, what I was doing there was intentionally using attacks that don't trigger counters, because it seems like when you do a physical attack, they counter it with re-raise. the heck? I may have to give up on getting a level because I keep getting random encounters with these. And they don't give any experience compared to the flame dog fight. Just want to get Cecil up one more level. I've made some comments about the random encounter rates and some of just the difficulty of the random encounters a couple times during these videos. I think this goes a long way to show that. We got like 3 or 4 fights that were just those flame dogs, which are, you know, super powerful and scary, that were completely wrecking us to the point where I was healing between every fight. Then we get this fight over and over again that gives like a third the experience. And then, on top of all of that, we've had these little gaps where I went from like massive amounts of encounters in a short time to a little bit ago I was wandering around, like not able to get into an encounter. I love that they actually labeled left-handed, right-handed on there. That was actually one of the little weird things that I loved in Final Fantasy IV, even from when I was a kid, is the fact that some of the characters are left-handed. It's a neat little touch that you don't see in a lot of games. Like, genuinely, one more of those flame dog fights would do it. This should do it. We already have a focus and a jump lined up. There's Kane's level. Free Mithril Shield. And a couple more. It should just be like one more fight to get Cecil's level at this point. Based on where he and Kane were level-wise. So yeah, this is a lot more flexible of a location. Okay, maybe not this fight. There's Cecil's level. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and go into the underground. I should actually save. For the record, I did a quick check before this because I knew that we potentially want to grind. The recommended level for going into the underground was 28. I think the fact that I know where I'm going maybe meaning that I'm getting a little bit less in the way of experience than the game intends. Okay, so we're gonna take the Magma Stone. What? I mean, I guess I don't know how I expected that to happen. But that was properly ridiculous. Icy wind. Should check here real quick. I don't think there's anything worthwhile though. Yeah. This area becomes open very early and it's very obvious. I'm gonna bust through the line. Hold on. She won't hold together much longer. We're going down. The return of bad CG. Can't keep flying her in this condition. Okay. So this is why I was saving before we came down, because now we're stuck underground. And I have no idea. I'm assuming that the encounters here are going to be more challenging. Lolly-ho! I'm Luca. My dolls disappeared. Have you seen them? We'll get to that. Okay, so this is the Dwarven Castle. Important room. Apparently we can't loot Dwarf Castle yet. Must have to wait until after the, Can't even go that way. Wow. Okay. Welcome. I'm King Giat, ruler of the underworld. State your business. We've come in search of the dark crystals. You are like the others, but from what I have witnessed, I see you are not on their side. What are the dark crystals? Have they been taken? They have stripped us of 2, now only 2 remain. Always a step behind. This castle's crystal is safe. Our tanks fought them off. Airships, you call them. The overworld creates many incredible wonders. Our tanks have taken quite a beating. Can you help us with your airship? We need to repair her, but the attack busted her up real good. We'll do anything in our power. Wait, Sid's leaving? Oh. We're gonna do a quick reset. Because if I'm gonna get a bunch of money, or if I'm gonna need a bunch of money potentially here, I want all Sid's stuff. Not that his stuff is that great, but and it looks like we can't loot, so we'll go ahead and just redo this cutscene. Sid has left the party, which is really unfortunate actually because of this. Because of the next fight. In safest place, hidden behind my throne. Someone is spying on us. Okay. Just for the record, this is probably going to be a rough fight. Dolls? Okay, these dolls look way less creepy than the ones in the original, which I'm okay with. They're still creepy dolls, but they're slightly less creepy dolls. In the original, they are very obviously dolls. We love to kill, let's take their heads. A gift for Golbez. Never mind, they're still creepy. Okay, I'm gonna see if this works. That's what I thought. So in the original game, you can cheese this fight because the front row, or normally they form into the large doll after, or into a large doll after you beat the, basically if you clear half of them out, the next one you kill will trigger the transformation into the second part of the boss fight. However, because of the fact that these have stop, or are vulnerable to stop, you can lock them in place, and then they don't... Oh, crap. Well, I want to do the actual fight anyway, because... I mean, because we're playing the game, not trying to do speedrunning stuff. And there's Calcabrina, which actually is still just as creepy. That's good, question mark. Let's toss a blink on Cecil. We're gonna go blink on Kane first, which was apparently a mistake because he's now confused and can't break the confusion because of his... Whoops. Yang and Rosa gained levels. Golbaz. Our paths cross again. Okay, so this is the actual Golbez fight. And now the sage is no longer with you. Thanks to his service, I shall tell you why I'm collecting the crystals. Hooray, monologuing! The 8 crystals of light and dark are the keys to reactivating the Tower of Babel, which leads to the moon. Legends say that the moon possesses power beyond our comprehension. I only need one more crystal to materialize my dream. You have been of great aid on my quest. Let's see if I actually pulled that off. Gaze upon true terror. So... crap. The Shadow Dragon is going to automatically kill 2 parties. Or reduce you to 2 parties. Oh. Okay. They changed how the script works. Radiant Breath. And by that I mean they changed how the script works in the random. We see the Mist Dragon. Dragon? Shadow Dragon destroyed by mist? Are you okay? You can move now. That voice. Okay, this is... I actually don't know how this fight goes in this version. So we're gonna try and just lock it down quick. We don't have wall or any means of casting wall, so I think this is just gonna do a chunk of damage. Golbez is weak to fire, so from that perspective we should be good. Oh, and hey, by the way, we have Rydia back. Oh, good. Okay, so the magic set on this place is very good, is what I'm getting. Well, okay. Apparently, yes, it is that low. I'm just gonna toss some Phoenix Downs. Good, the targeting on Kira actually worked to my favor. That is not how it works in the original game. Although this is probably still gonna kill Yang. Nope, not quite. So, in the randomizer, Golbez is terrifying because he casts all these high-level spells, and if he's at a spot that has high magic, he just wrecks you. So I guess we're getting lucky here. This is actually one of the closest spots to the final party, also, as far as early game goes. We're gonna have a lot more consistent party from here on out. Rydia, what happened to you? Leviathan took me to the Fey March, the land of the Eidolons. I learned a lot there. Can't use white magic anymore, but I've grown as a summoner. But time flows differently there, so I guess I've aged a bit. Who is she? It's the girl we found in Mist. Fortune favors us indeed. Rydia, we owe you our lives, thank you. The Queen of the Fey March told me that a great force is secretly at work. We must confront it together. So, the soap opera continues. I cannot perish. My hand will slowly crawl across and grab the crystal. You can't stop it. Oh, he actually tries in this, okay. So yeah. This is kind of where it gets into that soap opera, yet another person we thought was dead is actually dead. Only one crystal left. We must protect it at all costs. The sealed cave, where Golbez is heading. He cannot enter without the key. We'll do anything. It's our fault the crystal was stolen. I want you to retrieve the 7 crystals at the Tower of Babel. I have a plan. You will sneak in and seize the crystal while our tanks distract them. Okay, what do you think? A large force might be waiting. It's a risk. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Okay, we'll go to the tower and reclaim the crystal. And now we can get into all of the rest of the tower, which is where all the goodies are. Which probably aren't actually nearly as exciting as as they would be if they were randomized. Although actually an elixir and it looked like a black belt are pretty solid items. I think is there? Yeah. Oops. Come on. Got a crossed over here. Dwarven axe. Another Bacchus wine. Power armlet, which is, I believe, a strength ring in the original game, which is really good. Silver hourglass, so hourglass 2. We've already got a great bow. Got a flame sword. Apparently we can get a flame lance. Although actually Dwarven axe might be better. Rune armlets. Okay, so rune armlet is really good. I know in the randomizer I actually go out of my way for that one. We're gonna go gold hairpin here. Polymorph rod, apparently. So Dwarf axe slows you, but it gives you, or it lets you attack from the back row. Sage's Miter is going to give Cecil, or is going to give Rosa additional defense. Let's get our rune armlets equipped. Rune armlet's really good. You can see there it has really good defense and magic defense, but it also boosts I'm not actually sure it's as worth it in this one, but we'll try it. I'm trying to remember the flow of characters. AKA, is Sid going to be, or is Kane going to betray us again soon? Okay, so Flame Mail is better than what we've got, but it's also stupidly expensive. We can also sell some stuff, and also, didn't we find that? Is there a black belt key? Did I see that? Yeah. Yeah, whip is basically worthless. There are way better items. Hammer. I should have saved one, but I'm planning on buying Planning on buying, let's see, let's go one more of these and one more of these. Although actually, this is exactly the same defense, so less exciting. We're gonna do this. This. Yeah, that's only 2 difference. This. We're gonna do row. So what we're doing with this, Dwarf lets Cecil attack from the back row. Maxing out his defense with his items. And then we can set him to cover, and he'll still take his half damage from being in the back row. Meanwhile, Cecil and Kane and Yang are going to be in the front row, dishing out the damage. Rydia, we took her whip because it's one of her physical weapons. It's really not good. The gold hairpin, I went and looked up, is actually the tiara from the original game. It is very powerful defensive tool, but it's also a boost to black magic. It can only be equipped by female characters, so it's basically pretty much just for Rydia. Rune armlets increase both magic casting stats. Oh, and I equipped the rod because it gives a bonus to black magic. She can't cast white magic anymore. That's where we're at. Kane, I intentionally gave the flame shield because I want to make sure everybody's got at least one of those elemental resist items that can. We're still not equipping the fairy claws, so actually I want to double check this because so you can see there his accuracy is currently sitting at 76%. Bumps up to 91%. The fairy claws are very low accuracy. We're actually going to run into this with Cecil as well. The dwarf axe is low and actually has reduces your speed as well, but it increases strength and stamina and is usable from the back row, which means he can still do damage even though he's in the back row. Oh, that's right. That's actually where we're going, isn't it? Well, this is actually okay. Lally-ho! Treasure there's gone already. These ones aren't. Cottages. Nice. And most importantly... Oops. Missed it. Where is it? Oh, okay. Free healing spot. So, this was definitely an eventful little session. We're getting really close to actual exploration. This game is very linear for the beginning, and the characters are kind of rotating door, and we're actually finally getting close to our roster being a little more static. Fairly sure at this point we have 3 characters that aren't changing again. The other ones, we've got some fluctuations still to come. Can't remember if this game actually has the post-game stuff where you get all the characters back or not. I guess we'll find out. But yeah, I think we're gonna take our break here. Next time we're going to, I'm thinking we're gonna do a little grind again, and we will head into the Tower of Babel. So, hopefully you're still enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.